footprints. And a dude. Is he throwing rocks at the body? He's trying to throw rocks at the body.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Let's see if we get some information off this guy. Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks?
Noted.
Lieutenant takes out his little notebook. Okay, come on. Come on!
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46?
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Fair enough. Well, I'm going to allow it.
5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44.
Oh, he got it. Good shot, mate.
6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Okay. I'm pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
Oh, big boy. That's a big boy.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
400 million. 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Way off. Way. I mean, we're arrogant and a bit cocky. Sort of like a cross between Steve Martin's Pink Panther detective and Mr. Bean. But we're not a jerk. Except to jerks. And this guy's not a jerk.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Light step, number 41 shoe.
A woman or a kid?
Don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
A heavy one. 200 kg imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
Whoa, well, that's a possibility.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Yeah, one of them carrying him over. He was already dead, so they didn't kill him here? It's either that or an extremely obese person.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Why'd they have to carry him here? Because they'd already killed him.
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
The victim refused to walk to his own lynching? No, he's probably already unconscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
An aberration. One soul is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Yeah, okay. We could follow the band thing. We're a rock star after all. So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer?
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer.
Aww.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Nod thoughtfully.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yeah, prudent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How old do you think the tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
Okay. How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Ah, nice. So they've been frozen.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Right. What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast. Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this Kuno.
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions, like a cop.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
These kids, man.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Sounds pretty lame.
Lame.
Yeah.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
You can't hear me? Oh. Well, that's not good. Should be fun.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important,
Hey, Metals, how you
it'll
doing?
come up later. Focus on the case.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
But we're the police. We're not suspicious.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Do you kids play this yard often?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
Oh man, might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something
Yeah,
else.
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Alright, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Wait, points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno, is that some kind of gang name?
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Maggie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's going to put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
What?
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Yeah. Someone put him up to it? I don't think so. Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
He prances around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at windows.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Alright, let's do the logical. Let's try to reason with him.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno!
Alright, who put you up to this?
No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
What?
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Well, that's a good point.
Listen to your friend.
Okay, no one put you up to this.
Help! The RCM is
Oh,
trying
what
to...
is it?
No! Get
His
off Kuno,
freckled face
you
contorted in
sick
hideous,
fuck.
uncontainable laughter.
The nearly psychopathic way that could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Alright, don't punch him. It's a bad idea.
Look,
Kuno whispers even softer than before, vanishing silently.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
Why do they send someone? I don't know, you'd have to speak to the devs.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
Okay. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that look in your eye. Makes you suspicious? No, it's just because the word's extremely derogatory and people would be hateful of hearing it, even though it might be something that this character might actually say. I wonder if he'll go back to if he will interview.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now
He's gonna start screaming again, is he?
you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Yeah, but I wanted to... Oh,
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
nice peepo.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Whatever. I had some questions about the crime scene.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Okay, we'd need to have a heroic roll, so let's not worry. Well, I mean, it'll put it in our journal to come back. So either he's going to answer the questions or we get the same dialogue we had.
The fuck about it?
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses...
He's trying to hide the fact that he...
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all.
Yeah.
Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
So we're going to get this... I think we're going to get the same responses
You're
as we got
testing
last time.
Kuno's patience, yeah.
Get lost.
Yeah. The kingdom of...
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
have any.
whatever.
So we'll go for the heroic
Kuno
roll.
doesn't
We
give
won't
a
get
shit.
it, but it'll put it in our journal. Or we roll double
He's
sixes.
on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Alright, think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment. Let's talk like normal people. Listen, I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups. Kuno, City of Rage, Night City. What's going on there? I'm intrigued. He's not going to respond to speaking normal. He's not going to care if we tell him we're sick of the pushing, because that's what he does. But maybe he'll open up if we want to hear about something about him.
No!
He knows that Kuno's going to start talking about it.
You told him about it and now he knows your name!
This city is not fucking lame. You are lame. Kuno's tired of defending Rage City from... Just fuck off, alright? And fuck you too, putting Kuno on the spot like that. Kuno doesn't need to fucking explain his shit. Kuno's king. He rules here. Fuck did you want?
Explain himself? As if explaining some kind of work? Some kind of avant-garde work way ahead of its time?
I'm intrigued.
You must get to the bottom of this one of these days.
Ah, that's a
Sadly,
shame.
it's unlikely to happen today.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
He doesn't care. Well, that was an interesting conversation. Letter R wears a crown on the ribbon, a light above descending.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Okay, so we could probably get the key for the trash can from inside.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or
Lieutenant?
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Come here, idiot.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take a step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions and take another step closer.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You there, behind the fence. Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
What's wrong with these kids?
Get the fuck out of her face. You got done. Talk to me.
So it's a girl. Interesting.
Wait, can we go again?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I just imagine someone be like, no, you can't see me, not here. No floof above the fence line.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
Fourth time's
I'll
a charm.
die before I squeal, pig. I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Why not?
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, they really, they really went all out on the VA. I love it. Right, let's have a look at this body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Ugh.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Let go of your nose without throwing up. Let's just hold onto our nose. What is that? Why is it so bad? Because it's been hanging there for 7 days or something.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cock's gonna blow, Kuno.
Alright, ready? Maybe that'll... okay. Let's do it.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Okay. Try to walk away or just let it out. I have a feeling that the try to walk away is not going to work. Oh.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
He points to a greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Oh, I thought he was talking about ammonia for the hangover, not for the...
Pretty clever.
Does that put a... Get a body? Yeah, okay. Kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Someone's trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. What type of herbs? Some money and some magnesium will give us some morale. Alright, if we have... Okay. There's the handkerchief. Well, there's Kuno's. We need to have... I need to have points in empathy. These are found white checks. Those on white are available for you to try now. Yeah, so we can always try empathy on Kuno, but we're never going to roll that. Does that mean we can keep trying it till we roll it until you roll double six? That seems a bit cheese. You like cheese? Winch mechanism is oxidizing for some years. Where'd that magnesium go? Or did we automatically like take it somehow and get the bonus from it? Every time you fail, the game requires you to increase the stat required to try again. Right. So you're probably better off increasing the stat a couple times instead of retrying, yeah? Have buttons to use the healing items? Are they buttons to use them? Ah, so that's where it went. Okay, I gotcha. Cool. Can I not get to here?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
There's a workaround, which is saves coming. I don't know if that's so much a workaround.
Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect.
Okay, let's try the perception skill here.
Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid palette, easy on the eyes.
Foul.
Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
Alright, where's the... Must be a little back-end section you can't get to then. Wish you could just toggle and leave these on. Okay, so we speak to Gart if we wanted to get that key, or we could keep looking around. I think we could keep looking around for a little bit, and then do some of those in order.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Wow, there's a lot of places here. Also, do we have any more of these things to look at? No. No. Oh wait, what's this internalize option? Oh, I stopped? Okay, no, get back into it. Do we want to speak to all of these? I guess we do. We've got to be thorough.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Oh,
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
this is the police. Please open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There's a spot of static that overrides her words.
But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
Oh.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Alright, well, we keep trying, I guess. Andrew Orlando's hair?
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Artemeteps? Boxing for young athletes and gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence.
Fabron's
No one answers the
Taxi...
call.
The rest has been burned off. Taxidermy?
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The
Slipstream.
doorbell doesn't work any. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the
Okay.
receiver but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Yes, I've come to place an order. Yeah, hold on. Tricentennial Electrics. Thought I was calling Slipstream.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
She must be mistaking you for someone else.
No, she knows where Guillaume, whatever his name is.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Yeah, it's me. Here I am, crawling back into your life. Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily. Her breath is sort of by ancient static.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Hold on. Tell me what's going on. What did I do? What did he do?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
Hey, are you still there?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened? I get it. You don't want to talk. No one ever wants to talk to me. No, we're too confident for that. What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent coral.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Yeah. Alright, it's a goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call.
Let's
12
stop waiting
name
about it getting
cards
cold.
on the
I
call
want to press all
box
the buttons.
read.
Violation formidable. Okay, so that's something we could come back to, but not right now. I kind of want to do it. Yeah, this is a white check. You may retry it, just so that it marks it in the journal, and I'll remember. But we're not going to hit it, so
Silence. No one's home at Fortress
it makes it
Accident.
get harder. +1 for whack. Oh, if you have wax cylinder, or 1 if you have slipstream. Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main hall. Whirling in rags. Hey, we know where that is.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell.
Are they all silent?
They don't. Silence. No one on. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Will it not add if we don't try it? That's a good question. Oh, it does. Ah, well, that's nice.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Leave. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, it be. There are bottles inside. You can pick them up if you had a bag.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good mailbox and pat it, or swear at it and kick it. Pat the dog.
The box seems happy.
That's nice.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel your mailbox collection.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
That's lame. We're not going to kick the box. Some great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Let's have a look around here. Book has a rose, pistol, half-naked dame on its cover. Very muscular man surrounded by flames. Oh, hang on, we got a thought. Book is titled Man from Hemdall and the Wildfire. This book is about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. But the book about pate did. Book about Boidero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. It's a book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Well, not some people I know. They wear tinfoil hats.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Oh. Okay, if you were to write a book, what would the author of this book be called? See what I did there?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Such a good trip you are, already learning the value of hard work, and pat her on the head, somewhat patronisingly.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
She smiles and stands upright like a little soldier. Wait, shouldn't you be in school? Wait, and shouldn't what's-his-name be in school as well?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
School is stupid. Oh, isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Yeah, I agree. If you're successful, you should probably be ahead in life.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
How's business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Oh. Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I don't think curses are real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
They're not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
Hey. What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
Oh, I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Oh. Well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
And she points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to look exactly like him, then I decided to live a little. Nobody actually looks like him. It's not your body important, it's your work. Anyway, and then you point to your head, yeah. Yeah.
Head? Yes.
Yeah, what's up here is important.
No, your mind. Not head, child. Heads.
Flexibility. There are millions of different people out there, and you have to get into their heads. Sometimes you've got to be the killer to catch the killer. The Mullen guy looks like he needs 4 hours to come up with a single idea. No, we don't want to make fun of the Mullen.
Isn't that very dangerous?
Ooh, policemen live and breathe danger, little girl. Mullen obviously lacks the chameleonic skill.
Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Oh, I'm that nice of her.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay. I'm going to deduce something right now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
Well, you don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
Oh, man. We don't want to be... Yeah, we're not a jerk. It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
Oh, you bite your nails?
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Oh, there were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
No. We don't want a competition. Deduce something about me. I bet I can figure out why you bite your nails.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Uptight because mother's pressure. Rats have been nibbling on your fingers. Child labour is dismal working condition. Chewed on nails means you're recycling your body material. It's an intense dedication to the way of business. There are riches without personal sacrifice. Well, let's see. 3 of these seem, not very likely at all, and one of them seems plausible.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town.
It was okay, sir.
She's got a rebellious streak.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Alright. You think so? You do better. Deduce something about me.
You're quite sober.
Compared to yesterday.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Do we want to ask? Wait, how do you know I'm usually not? Because we've been here for 2 days drinking up a storm.
Because you usually aren't.
Oh, and I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring
Oh man,
breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar.
You're quite
somehow.
sober.
There's something you're missing.
Oh, we're not going to hit that one. Okay. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People
Ooh, what
are
about when
sad
both
about
of-
what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
But what if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
Okay. But what about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Yeah, poor people are boring.
I guess, yes. People in books are always very interesting, especially the romance people.
Okay, what about where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Maybe I will.
I'm sure she can help out. Anything else you're curious about?
Yes.
Maybe some about other books?
Okay, who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold, reddened cheek, then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Well, that's true. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day.
Why would they do that, sir?
Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That'll show them.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything.
cool.
Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Can I help you, miss? Miss? Up. Sit. Kiss. Oh, no, roll failed. Try again. Kiss. Oh, thank you. You rolled crunchy reward. Oh, hey. Oh. Where's your good girl? Alright, there you go. She's like, you gave me food. I gave you a kiss. We're even. Alright. Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Go inside, I think. Wait, why can't we go inside now? Nothing I can't do. I'm the job everyman. Yeah, I've got tab held. I can't even speak to her again. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Ah, there we go. Low morale, put points into volition. There you go. Oh, we got heaps of things here. Gift books and molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Storekeep, tell me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why? Awfully immoral and violent. Why are they so popular? She told us because they're awfully immoral and violent.
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Oh, that sounds good. Which one should I start with? So we're supposed to have a smart guy. And even though he's the rock star, he's how did we work out to be an intelligent rock star? Yeah. Doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in.
At last, someone sensible. However, I still urge you to buy one. Can't judge a book by the cover, they say.
Well, that's good business. I'll get you to buy one anyway that you won't like it so I can get some money.
If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Okay. It's locked because we have not enough money. Let's just have a look through them.
Rows and rows of Hyundalamen blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundal, Return to Hyundal, and the Solipsistic, Man from Hyundal and the Hyundal Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Hyundal and the
don't list
Sages
them
at
all.
the End of the World. Man from Hyundal and the False God.
Is that all?
Man, not even close. Man from Hyundal in Hell. Man from Hyundal and the Forest.
We'll leave it at that. Maybe the books will call out to us at another time.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Okay, Storekeep, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
Maybe.
Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Yes, kids, friends, chicks, I have all of those. Look at me, who'd want to have children with me? No, yeah, yes, I have all those things. No, we don't. I don't feel as if I have any. I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
What's all these Wirral things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Oh, well, our character is highly intelligent, so very susceptible to liking role-playing games and those things.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
Yeah, I don't care. Just give me money. I need to pay rent.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition.
Oh man, we do that for our weekly welcome night.
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Is it cheating if you realize that your GM is giving you what they called a handcrafted campaign for you to accidentally find out it's just taking it out of some other type of game's book, and then read that book so that you can gain advantage over the situation since they were lying to you in the first place? Asking for a friend.
Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
I want to read books. We're an intelligent guy. Anything that really catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition mega setting supplements module. The side panel notes, a Panztastic adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
25 real. Wow, but it's got miniatures, Chromo.
That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition mega setting supplement.
3rd edition
so it makes sense.
mega setting. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. Wow, look at all the stuff upstairs as well. Book collects the national recipes of Arda. They are all about lake trout. What type of books are behind the curtain? A quaint picture book brochure, very colourful. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Storekeep.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Great. I don't need to know any more then.
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Yeah, I was testing you.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
Imagine.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Let's look through the display.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
Oh, what's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover.
Is it us?
Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
All right, are any of these books that call to us, are they staying on our journal thing? Or in tasks? No. So there are a bunch of books here that are we could come back to them.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
That'd be rude.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Oh, why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
Yeah, what happened?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going.
I'm not stealing the map, I'm a
It'd be nice
policeman.
if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Okay, let's look at the maps then.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. Disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Squint first. Can we see the cities on the islands?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
And look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds, words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Okay. Look at Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west of the river.
Hudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Oh, look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48.
3 years old?
Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Okay. Another boring book just discarded here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Storekeep?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
Really?
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
A police store. Look through the shelf.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind.
Okay.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note
that wholeness, unity, and balance might take a long time in healing your broken bone.
when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
The book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver.
Oh, hang on, this is interesting for us.
There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Right. Okay, one more shelf. Hang on. Our dude had a thought. Everyone knows the most interesting things about Fastus was their magic.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Liver care, there's a mixed drink for that, yeah. Storekeep?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently.
Apparently.
You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Wow, she's telling us the how-to.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing, or oh god, no.
You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Wait, Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Alright, is there any more?
Yes. There's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Alright, we should be able to roll this. It makes me wonder if we should roll this or we wait until we get a thing. Am I going to put a point in reaction speed ever? Like, probably not. Am I going to get a point in motorics? Maybe, because it kind of goes with perception. So we could try to roll it to get it as a thing, or we wait on it. I think we just wait on it. If we ever do put a point in it, we do. If we don't, we look like we're wrapping up the game, then we just give it a crack. Let's go behind the curtain.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeep, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Hang on.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
I'm going to speak to... My detective kicks in. We're going to speak to her before she
This
gets angry
is a
at us.
traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are these Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Okay, we're going to ignore them for now. We'll go sweet talk her. And then we're going to open the curtains if she doesn't tell us anything about them.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Okay. Are you the owner of this store?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Voice high-pitched sounds familiar. You've talked to her before through the doorbell. Yes, we remembered that. The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy.
Yeah,
Good
nice.
for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes, I did.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Oh. 10. She's certainly very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to
butter
my
'em up.
heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I get she's a trip, alright. She looks like she could take it, but it's actually wearing her down. You know she's been biting her nails.
God. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
Yeah, that is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change.
Ooh.
She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole.
No, there's not really.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
Yeah, we got good resolution.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
And hell freezes over? Never mind. It's not a good topic to get into.
Well, maybe not. I wish we could have tried a bit harder, though. Is this her husband, Annette's father?
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Wait, what's that?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighbourhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds.
Yeah, I know, man. About
Better
it.
times ahead for sure.
And your husband's also involved with the bookstore.
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Super silent. Almost inaudibly so.
Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Yeah, yes, of course, this economy.
Exactly.
Okay, we had something
The
else in
woman
mind?
looks aloof,
What if I
Her
wanted to buy a
features
book?
much softer.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop?
I ran out of
Don't
shelves.
you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books
What-
await
what,
you.
What type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's seriously trying to do some sort of... The shelves compel you. Alright, I'll have another look.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Alright, here we go.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Yeah, we're investigating a murder here, and you're not making this very easy on yourself.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around a pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Oh, it's about the curse, that's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
No, I'm a police officer, man.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
Oh. Oh. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
Now, I don't know about the whole, and I don't know what country this is set in. Let's go with, well, one of the options something says about very French, so we'll say somewhere in France. But we talk about, like, we've talked about it before, the evidence gathered by non-due process is not allowed. You know, it's the from the tainted tree, fruit from the tainted tree, or something like that. But we're just investigating, and she mentions it's not like someone was killed in there and then quickly put a hand over her mouth. I think that gives us like that. What is it when you the right to search because evidence in the open type of deal, or whatever it is? She's given us reason in the field, and we believe she would hide it if we leave, so we can't warrant right away. It's a video game, it'll let us if we can. Gives just cause or something like that, yeah.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
But I don't like the I don't care, you can't stop me, I'll open them. We're not going to think about it while we're opening them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
So the rhetoric does say talking is always good. But if she doesn't give up the goods here, we're ripping them down.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime.
No, why are you so uptight about those curtains?
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
Well, it's important because you're hiding it from us. If it's just a storage room, we would open the curtains and see the storage stuff.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
I don't think this place cursed. I think she's trying to channel a curse
She
on
recites
people.
it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
Yeah.
She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Why are you still talking about books? Trying to put a spell. If it's just a storage room, then why does it have a Seminese ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile, then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closed her eyes and starts mumbling into a pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
Why didn't you just tell me right away?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Void wraiths, eh?
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Have you sought help from anyone? How does it
The
manifest
curse
itself?
is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Annette mentioned the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's like
Supra-natural.
academons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Okay. Let's see if she sought help from anyone, and then we'll take one of the conclusions.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the
The
curtains.
wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well? We pointed her necklace.
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Well, we knew such as that. Yeah.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
But 15% more of nothing is still nothing. Just saying.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away.
Really? Oh, I'm
Leave
ripping the
the
curtains
spirits
open now.
be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls
Or
for?
we can roll this one.
A para-detective. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't want to lie? Nah, ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have returned from the void. A para-detective from a long line of para-detectives.
You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
But I successfully rolled.
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. No, it's a bit... That one is so, like, throw a rim shot with that one. Yeah. The spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Seminese blood also runs through me.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Oh, she's hooked.
The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Let's not ask him help. He might not back us up here. No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The Phantoms are no match for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
I'm actually not feeling the vibe anymore. No, on my honor.
Thank you, sir. Yes. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Wait, what?
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Okay, of course, the entity. Close our eyes, for I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Oh, a chimney. The passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains.
You reckon it's an owl?
God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
She just gave us the key to unlock her back door. Maybe we get Kim to wait outside.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Ask us some questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
Oh no,
You
we've
wouldn't
got...
want
never
to-
mind.
The woman looks aloof.
Investigate the doomed commercial area. Alright, let's do this one. We're here. We may as well.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Nice.
Oh!
A small, terrified escapes from places as she tries to best look away, her round face buried in her hands. Poor thing.